an encouraging message for those healing from trauma. I understand that facing our trauma from the past at times is scary. It's uncomfortable. It makes us doubt a lot of things, question so much, and wonder if we are truly who we are. But if we never take the moment, the time to stop, to recognize what has happened to us and acknowledge it, we'll never have the chance to heal. Hi, my name is Ayoka Yashua L. And when I was young, I was sexually molested by a girl. And it took several years, almost 27 to be exact, to acknowledge what had happened to me. But in the process of acknowledging, I was broken free. And I was able to finally start to begin healing. Now, healing doesn't happen all at once. It takes time. And in certain areas, you'll be healed. And then other areas, you won't know till years later that you were even impacted by that trauma until a trigger takes place. See, trauma isn't just something that happens to you and then it only impacts that. No, you'll see and experience the residue through so many other areas of your life. And if you don't know what to look for, then you'll just think that's just who you are, especially when trauma happens to you as a child. It will leave an imprint and an impact that shapes your thinking, your decision making, your identity, your confidence, self-love, how you treat your partner, how you treat your children, how you operate in business. So many areas can come from dealing with trauma. Now, I would be lying to say the journey is easy. It is not. And you have to have people around you who are willing to show you yourself and be honest with you, but in a safe space. And you have to be willing and ready to heal and to change. To recognize the triggers so that you can move past them, that you can then triumph over trauma. How many of us have been suffering in silence? Too many. And we put on this facade many times in this mask, I know I did, that all was well. When in reality, there were times I didn't even know who I was. I was a shell of what I knew I could be. And that was the funny thing. I knew I was greater. I knew there was more within me. It was just like this glass ceiling I could not break through, this cycle that I just kept going through. Even though I wanted to get off the ride, it's like nobody heard me. I'm screaming, get me off. And yet the Ferris wheel is going around and around and around, and nobody could hear my cries. Many times I felt unseen and not heard, like I didn't have a voice. Because my voice was stolen when the incident happened. Maybe your trauma isn't my trauma. But I guarantee you, if you haven't taken the time to heal, to see where those seeds have been planted and how they altered your core beliefs, where the trauma is lodged in your body and now you have pain from certain things, and we think it's because of one thing, and in reality, it's trauma. Then we can never be the fullest versions of ourselves that Yahweh created us to be. So I encourage you today, take a moment and ask the Father to show you where you're hurting and where did it come from. What was the first to show you, give you a visualization of the first incident or the first person that planted that seed in regards to that trauma. The first person that shut your voice down. The first person that made you question your identity. And it could be you in your own thought. Then forgive them and forgive yourself. Because we will never truly be able to heal or move forward unless we start with acknowledging what happened, looking at the truth of why it happened and who you became because of it, and forgiveness. My name is Ayoka Yeshua L. You can follow me at here on YouTube at Boss Up with Ayoka, or even on Instagram as well. And my website is www.iamayoka.com. Have a great day.